In this tutorial, you'll learn how to make this necklace or bracelet. It's very easy, and of course, we're gonna add Mona. Let's start. So open your Blender. We're going to delete the default cube. So X and delete. Go to 1 on your numpad. Press Shift A and add curve, Bezier curve. Now go to 7 and tap into edit mode by pressing tab. Now press and R to rotate. You can adjust the way you want this. G to grab, R to rotate. So you're making some shape from this. E to extrude. Let's scale this down. G to grab, E to extrude, rotate, G to grab. Scale, rotate this one, G to grab. Let's adjust this. E to extrude and rotate. Let's go to 1 and now extrude again, scale, go back to 7, rotate this one, let's put it up here and go to the other part, go to 1, extrude and put it down here, 7, scale, G to grab, go again in one position, and it's going to look something like this. So let's grab it up, go back to 7. If you want to adjust something, again go into the edit mode, R to rotate and scale. So now we're going to use Shift A, mesh, and add a UV sphere. Shade smooth. Go back to 1 and scale it. Now go back to 7. Here under modifier properties, we're going to add array modifier. Let's adjust the count, and now we're going to add modifier, curve modifier. Select our curve, Bezier curve. Now G to grab and move it so it's in the middle of your curve. Now when we get bigger number, it's going to look something like this. 1 to see how it looks like. Now we're going to press again our Bezier curve, go here under Object Data Properties, Geometry, and set the depth. So something like this. Now we're going to add ends for this necklace, so Shift A, let's add cube, scale it down, G to grab it, scale it down, go into the edit mode, Shift R in the middle, escape to snap it back into place, and Control B to bevel this. you can use Control 2 to go to add our subdivision surface and add shade smooth. Now rotate this part. Let's scale it down. G to grab and move it. Go back to 1. Rotate it. G to grab and move this. So snap it where you want it to. Where do you think it looks the best? Let's duplicate it again. Move it here. Go back to 1. Rotate. And adjust the position. You can play with different shapes. Let's do this again. So Shift D to duplicate this, move it here. Go back to 7. Rotate it and adjust the position. Press 1. Grab it and move it here. It looks something like this. Now we're going to add the end of this necklace. So do Shift A. Let's do mesh. Let's do another cube. Scale it down. G to grab. Scale it like here. And another scale, but constrain the axis. Control 2 to add subdivision surface. And now tap into the edit mode. Tap into the edit mode. Control R. Control R, snap it in the middle by pressing Escape, and Control B to bevel this. In the object mode, select Shade Smooth. Again, scale it down. Scale, press Set, adjust the size. Rotate this and grab and move this. So now adjust the position of this part. It's going to be something like this, so you want to touch the ground. Now go back to the other part. Let's do Shift A Mesh Torus, and we're going to adjust minor radius like this. G to grab it and scale it down. G and move. Do Shade Smooth. G to grab this and adjust it. Go to 1 and move it down. Rotate it a little bit so it looks like it's standing. Rotate and move this and go back to 7 to see how it looks like. So it looks something like this. It's okay. So now let's add our materials. Let's go first and add here under World Properties. Press here Color, Environment Texture, and open HDRI. This is the HDRI we are going to open here. Go back to Shading. Now you can select your pearls. Under Materials, add new material. Let's call it Pearl. We are going to select the color. So we're going to lower our roughness and add metallic. So you can see it's going to look something like this. Now select your metal parts, add new material. Let's call it metal. Let's adjust the color. We're going to do something yellow, like gold, and metallic. and lower the roughness. Now go back to your layout, select all the parts you want to be metallic. Here, no, here. You want this cable to this, and the last part you're going to select is going to be the one you have your material on. So now Control L and link materials. What it's going to do, it's going to link all materials to the last one, so you can see you have these materials right now. Apply to all the parts. Now let's add our Mona. So mesh, plane, scale the plane, go to 1, G, and move it down so everything is sitting on this. Now we're going to, let's scale it a little bit by x-axis. We're going to do Control A and all transforms, apply all transforms. Now go to the shading, add new material, and we're going to Shift A, add texture, image texture, or any texture you want. So you're connecting color to color. Let's lower our roughness. So we want something that is going to be very shiny, and use some clear coat also. We want a very shiny look. Go back to layout. Let's select here and adjust our picture. So kind of looks like she's having a necklace on. GX. If your picture is not looking very good, so you're going to go to the UV editor here, select, do U and unwrap, and it's going to look something like this. So now go to the left part, A to select all, and now you can grab it and move it to the other part if you want that. So let's check this. Go to 7. It's upside down. So now go back to the edit mode. We're going to rotate this X. We're going to rotate 180. Enter. Go back to the layout. Oh, it's looking okay right now. So now G to grab, move it and scale it. However you feel like you like it. Now you have your camera here. You don't need this light. So let's X and delete the light on. Press 0 to see camera view. And under N item, select camera. Under item you can adjust your camera, or you can G, and while camera is selected, grab it and move it. Also, what you can do, you can adjust your image, and then while camera is selected, go view, align view, align active camera to view. So it's going to look something like this. So now you can G, grab it and move it easier. Now that you have your image selected, go Control B and select the part you want to be rendered. You don't want everything selected. Go to render engine and select cycles. You can lower your max samples and just press F12 to render this. So this is your final image. Hope you like it, and see you next time.